Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. We're back at it again with our crypto vibes. Me and Mr. Scott Tripp, aka the Crypto Beast. We like to get together, kind of get onto some more things that's going on in the news and talk about some of those things that's been going on in the news. And I think today is going to be one of those days that we jump right into it because this has just been a juicy topic. And it's about looks. It's the NFT platform site. It's called LooksRare. So it's basically a competitor to OpenSea. It's been a lot of, speculation about what's been going on with the project, and it really took off. I mean, I know it's listed on some centralized exchanges, so there has to be a bit of KYC done with this project in some form of fashion, I would imagine. But it doesn't seem like anybody knows who the actual developers are, at least from a social media point of view. But yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of headlines on it. Anywhere you look, the price has been, going down, and the cause of that was that it was reported that it was $70 million. Originally reported that it was $70 million that was taken out, but then the team came out and said it was 30 million. And was able to prove it, and they haven't been shy about talking about it on social media, and just telling people, hey, look, we haven't been paid in 6 months. We have a team of that works on this stuff, and we took out some money to pay themselves. I think the thing that was alarming that they used Tornado Cash to do it. You know how that thing goes, Scott. Anytime the word Tornado Cash comes in, people they really start getting in panic and fear. But it's kind of like both ways. You have people that's saying buy the dip because they be just influencers trying to promote something, and then you also have people who saying you should have known because we have the tokenomics score for LooksRare was not that good. Scott, I think you have a image
Yes,
of the
for sure.
tokenomics score.
Two
But yeah,
seconds.
we'll look right into it. Yeah. But yeah, man, it's just like one of those things we want to jump right into today and just talk about. It's like, for me, personally, I was actually eyeing looks to take part in the staking. They have the staking rewards were given in Wrap ETH. They were really good staking rewards, but I hadn't got involved because I was just waiting for the price to come back down because, as you know, it shot up over $5 or close to $5. And then it just all of a sudden just came back and just retraced towards the $3 around $4. And I was looking at it and I was eyeing it, trying to think about entries around 360 and things like that. But then it just kind of just fell through all those supports. But it was largely due to these large sell-offs. But there's a lot of things going on online talking about a lot of the information. I mean, a lot of the things that's been happening. I know on Cointelegraph, they're still talking about whales accumulating, ETH at this point. But they went out and posted today. Zod, Zod is the guy from LooksRare. He's basically the CEO, and he said that they took 10,500 Wrap ETH. So they're not trying to say that they didn't take it. They're saying that they have over 10 plus full-time employees. And he actually posted their contract address and the wallet addresses
Yeah.
to tell people like, hey, we did take it and here it is. And why did they take it with Tornado Cash? I'm not sure. I don't think. I mean, at the end of the day, I think they just cash it out, right? Like I don't think. I don't know, and it's always that story, Scott. Is how much our developers worth, right? And I don't think it's fair for the public to say how much developers should be
There
worth.
we go.
When people take their time and put it into something and they work for it, and they work on something for 6 months. This isn't your typical 8 hours a day and 40 hours a week. We all know to be in crypto, you have to be in the crypto. But yeah,
Yeah.
now that we got the tokenomics up here, you can see the tokenomics score highlighted right there in red. It said, what's that, 49.5, correct, Scott? Yeah. So
Yeah.
highlighted in red right there.
49.5 right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So look at the Looks token investment grade. Look at the grade. NGMI. That's not gonna make it. So
0
a
of
grade of score
50.
0 to 50.
And
And then minimum required use case. It's 50 to 70, 70 to 85 if you on research, and 85 plus if we all gonna make it. So, to see the tokenomics broken down, Scott, and to understanding how these tokenomics were going to work and they was going to pay back these venture capitalists or these seed round investors. These seed round investors have got paid back really well. So I personally don't, I don't know what they're going to do to convince people that they're going to stick around. But I think, me personally, I think, I don't see it as a defeat yet. I don't think they're defeated yet.
So here's the one thing that makes me think that they're up to, well, when we talk about it lots, just give me 1 sec, I'll pop open the document, or actually it's not even so much the document. You'll see here in 1 second what my feeling on it anyways. I'll just close this up and then share again. There it is. So this here, you guys, is a LooksRare team on the LooksRare website. So if you're looking at any of these designers right now, none of them have a name, none of them have a picture, none of them have a Facebook.
You mean Jurassic Punk ain't real?
And none of them have any kind of social media hookup. The only thing that they do have, like Zod here himself, has their GitHub hooked up. But even if you look at their GitHub, every single one of their GitHubs has one contribution as of late. And that was back in October, November. And I think it's the same across the board. If you look at any of these other people, this guy has a little bit more. But I mean, here's the thing, I personally, I just know that, here you go, there you go. His one contribution was in December 4th, 2021. There's no idea. Nobody has any idea who these people are. There might be one video maybe out there. I did a quick search to look for these guys to see if there's any information on who they are, and there's nothing there. And that sets off a red flag when they're especially taking their profits through that tornado mixer. Like, they're doing that on purpose to make sure nobody knows who their identities are. So this isn't about protecting themselves or anything like that. And the other thing that kind of sets off the red flags, and I know we talked about it quickly, Viben, was their use of social media on Twitter and stuff. So the actual name calling of OpenSeas on their Twitter account is incredible when you think about marketing and what a marketing company will do. Typically, you're never going to see them include the name of their competitor on their marketing, making fun of them. And these guys are very, very much doing that. I don't know if in the last little while they kind of changed their tune a little bit, but I'm just going to scroll through really quickly here and find some of their advertising that they did, because I know personally myself, if I was to do that on social media and call out the people that they're calling out, I wouldn't be able to do that. You can't do that with a big company that I work with. These even are a little bit of a hesitation. I wouldn't do something like this on, say, where I work. I would do it where I feel comfortable talking about every project or any project, right? So here it is. Here you go. I just found this, so give me 1 second. I'll share the screen with you just so you guys get an idea of what I'm talking about right here. So you can see OpenSea's button right there and saying higher fees, no rewards. And then 20% lower fees, trading rewards. And the guy sweating like classic Mimi style, but super dangerous to throw the logo and the impression of things. But what is OpenSea going to do? Because I mean, OpenSea is kind of more like a legitimate place. I bet you know who are behind OpenSea, but are you ever going to really know the people behind LooksRare?
I mean, you're gonna have venture capitalists on both sides that I don't think you'll know, right? And I mean, I would, I think the marketing that they had going after OpenSea showed a level of unprofessionalism when it came to trying to compete with something like OpenSea. Like while it has its problems, they take on a massive amount of volumes and they do a lot of things. It's almost like when you hear people say, like Safe Moon is going to flip B&B, right? And it's just like, what are you talking about? It's like, it's that same kind of spiel for me. It's like, so when you're coming out and you're trying to take on your competitor, you shouldn't actually try to throw them under the bus. But yeah,
this is the OpenSeas team. Just to give you an idea of difference between one and the other. So I hate to say it, but these are angels with some of the most forward-thinking angels. Angel investors that are involved in it. Yeah. But how about the team? There's got to be something on the. But even that's funny. Like, usually they OpenSeas team. Let's look that up. I'll stop sharing the screen for a second. That's funny. The investors in it are well known, but who are the team? Maybe they're keeping their mouths shut too about who they are, but I don't see it as much as being a thing with them. Like 48 investors, 21 contacts. So no, they're very much out in the open. Their emails are there. I'll just show you here, just so you have an idea. I wanted to make sure that you can find their information because this is something that I guess I look for in a project. I mean, it's not something that everybody looks for in a project, but you should know who they are. Like, these are founding engineers, partner success lead, software engineer, and then people employed. So, but like Andy's kind of mentioned in the past before, a picture is a picture. Is it really truly the person? I guess if you look deep enough, you could probably find some YouTube videos from OpenSeas people talking about their project and stuff, where I guarantee if you look into LooksRare, you're probably not going to find anything with anybody. Maybe they're talking, but to see a physical image of them, I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, I think that, if you look at the tokenomics score, you kind of see how it was going to get paid out and played out, right? Like, so you knew some people were going to, the venture capitalists were floating the project. They falsified trading volume into the project to give it a boost, to give it that look. But I think that happens a lot, Scott. I don't think it's something that that can be overlooked. I mean, that can't be done, right? Like, I think we see it all the time. And then now, like, if you go through Twitter, you have that. They just call it, everybody saying it's a rug, right? But I mean, here we are. It's still sitting at $2, right? This thing listed at, I think, 20 cents. So people are still really well up on it. I think the next week will really start bringing in some more news. But yeah, the vampire attack for LooksRare versus OpenSea. Yeah, so like you're gonna see a lot of comparisons and things of that nature.
The weird thing is the tweet from them is like, there was a tweet on this article. I don't know if it's this article or another one I read, where it was part of the team actually discussing the washing of NFTs through their system. And it was like, let's discuss. That was the only comment that they've ever made on people washing NFTs through their system in order to get more LooksRare tokens, because in the end, that's what people were doing, is they were listing NFTs and stuff to create that, to be able to get the tokens that they're able to get. Sorry about the phone. It will be done in 2 seconds. Sorry about that. But yeah, no, like, and I was for LooksRare before because I seen some of the marketing, and the marketing's kind of gonzo and stuff. It's on the edge. It's kind of like, it is what it is. But more you read into the team, the developers, the tokenomics, like you just showed me today, are people really doing the research before they jump on a project? Or are they just doing it because everybody else is? So they're FOMOing in right now. And this could turn into one big catastrophe if it does go wrong in the end.
And you're right, man. You said it. You hit the nail on the head. It's like people FOMO in, right? Like they don't really do the research. I mean, I'm guilty of it too. I think we all are. From a social media perspective, and a media perspective, and a Reddit perspective, if somebody does really good at their job, which is marketing, you get sold before you you can think. The reason why Girl Scout cookies work is you don't go out to go buy Girl Scout cookies. That's not the aim to go. But if you're at the grocery store and they're sitting there, they don't give you time to think, right? So it's like, oh, let me just go ahead and get some Girl Scout cookies. So it's like that marketing is so on point, right? So that's what kind of happened with cryptos and things like LooksRare. And that's why I told you I was eyeing it. I was like, man, this thing could potentially go to $10. I mean, they're trying to compete with the likes of OpenSea. But when you falsify volume, it's very hard. It's very hard for people, even like us, for us to look at the charts. And I'm looking at it daily. I'm like, man, this thing is running. This is a good one. Like it listed on Big One. So I felt like it had to have some form of KYC because that's a centralized exchange. So something or someone had to put their name there, Scott. Whether that was an entity of a business or a person, somebody had to sign on to be on Big One, right?
Well, we'll have to do some, I guess, right, to be on Big One.
Maybe we can find out who it is.
Yeah, we could technically, yeah, potentially, who knows? If it is on, like, I know it's on Big One, but I don't know. Here's the question, I guess, for you. Is Big One listed themselves, or did they list it with LooksRare asking?
That's what, yeah, we could definitely look more into that one. I think that's going to be a really good one, man. Again, I don't think this is the end.
No, I don't think so either.
I don't think it's the end because I mean they do have a unique platform offering back trading volume and buying volume on NFTs. I think they have an interesting staking protocol. I think that some of the things in the contract are a little bit shady.
Yeah. Well, the non-attributed tokens that they staked, that's a bad one for me. Like, to read that in the article today, it's kind of like that's pure. Like, I get it. They're the developers. They started the project, so allow them to take what they really deserve. But I think taking 30 million at once is a wrong way about going about it. They should have done smaller incremental amounts versus large amounts all out at once. That drip technique that I've heard before.
Maybe they were fearing the World War III allegations.
Who knows? Figuring LooksRare was going to jump because of World War III. Yeah. Well, let's wait and see. I bet you in the next week or two, we have some more information, or more people are digging, or maybe some people see our videos and contact us with information that might help what we're doing in the end, right?
Yeah, I think so too, Scott. I think we're gonna see more things happen with this story. The more I scroll down through media and social media, I keep seeing more and more things about the wash trade and the half-in dilemma, and it's gonna be like, I mean, some people think this wash trading is actually pretty smart. Some people think this is unique. So I'm not sure, right? Like I think there's a demand for both things on both sides, good and bad, right? But I think it's still safe to say right now, I don't put my hand on a hot stove, and this stove is hot.
Yeah. I was gonna say we should do a 2 thumbs up if it's surviving in the next 2 weeks. Thumbs up or thumbs down on the count of 3 if you would buy some stock in LooksRare, or some tokens. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
I'm giving it a thumbs up. I would
50-50 split. 50-50 split.
Yeah, I think that's super fair. I think the reason why I would say yes is because I think the team could potentially easily start. If they bought more, if they just go on chain and buy some NFTs or buy back into Looks token itself. It'll give the community confidence again that they're looking for. I think that they could also, Scott, they could also, I like some of the things that they have, man, as far as like marketplace consideration. You have another competitor out there. I won't say their name on this one, but yeah, I think, I mean, you're gonna have people who are down that's gonna have to buy this deal. To see it retrace the way it did, that $2, I could see this going back to $4. Me personally, I'm waiting for retest and confirmation before I do anything. I need to see a bounce right now, meaning that the community is trying to stand up for it, and I need to see the sell pressure from the people that were holding, waiting for it to make another move and come back and revisit that low. And if it takes another bounce in and gets bullish, that'll bring back in the first sellers, and everybody will start riding the wave back up. But that's my personal opinion.
I'll be watching. Let's see what happens.
If it goes to the broom, then
yeah.
50-50. But anyway, guys, we appreciate you guys tuning in with us. We like to do these once a week or anytime we get some really juicy news. There's been a lot of things going on with the market and things like of that nature. Make sure you guys come over to the Blockcast Telegram. Check us out there. We're always there. Click likes, comment, subscribe down below. Let us know what you think about the topic with Looks, or if you guys have any feedback, or if you have some more news that you want to post below about the project, that we're always welcome to that as well. Yeah, you got anything for the people before we head out, Scott?
Well, I just would say, if you got some inside information for us or anything that you want to pass along that you feel that we would want to put on our show, please do. Like, we're always into going down the rabbit hole a little bit on projects like this and seeing what's going on, what's happening, our feelings on it, and expressing what we feel. So yeah, definitely just keep in contact with us, and we're always around in Asia Blockchain Community Chat or on Twitter. You can find us. So yeah. Good to go.
Yeah, and also, guys, we've been having some amazing AMAs here lately. Some of the projects that we've brought in lately have been doing really well. Make sure you guys, if you are a developer and you're looking for a place to AMA, we have a great community here. But guys, if you are part of a project and you want to bring them into our community to talk about the project a little bit more, we've been having some really good turnouts, and some of the projects have been really successful. So you can always check the pinned messages in Telegram to see the past AMAs. And other than that, guys, I guess we'll see you in Telegram, or we'll catch you on the next video.
Have a great day, guys. Peace.